And Ohana, certainly a map I think that we all love and enjoy. Quite fond of this one, just about for any race. But let's introduce our players here in the southeast position. As the blue Protoss from Fnatic Raid Call, it is TOD.
That's right.
Go ahead. Spawning in the northwest.
Spawning in the northwest. The red Protoss player, it is EC.Welmu. And I'm not actually sure what team is EC? I feel so terrible saying that and being out of touch.
Why you got to put me on the spot? Say like, well, I don't know, Wheat. What is it?
Bad. I'll just
you bastard.
Quickly I tab over to TLPD. It's embarrassing, but I think it happens to everybody once in a while.
I do that all the time.
It is Team EC is Eclipsia.
Eclipsia. Oh, I said it first. It was just a delay. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, from Eclipsia. Protoss has won several online competitions. Has come in second, quite a few. We see, Game Cred Cups, Copenhagen Games, but not a ton of sort of LAN events. And there are so many good players, Mr. Bitter, that exist in the online world that have yet to have their opportunity on the grand stage, if you will, of international competition. So this is, again, just one of these great opportunities for that to actually happen.
Absolutely, man. I mean, TSL has always been really spectacular when it comes to creating opportunities for these guys. With the USNA, I'm sorry, the USNA, the NA-EU qualifier, the Korea qualifier running separately from one another means that we're guaranteed to see some great foreigners, and we're guaranteed to see some great Koreans. There will be a Korean qualifier tomorrow, so be sure that you guys tune into that. I can only imagine that the level of play will be the highest that we've ever seen.
Oh yeah, pretty nasty. I believe it's going to be casted by Apollo and Total Biscuit, so tune in. I believe it also starts about an hour and a half earlier, or maybe even sooner than that, so you're going to want to make sure you keep an eye on TeamLiquid for that. Let's talk a little bit about what we got in the game. Both players throwing down that second gas. Todd's just a little bit later, but not by much. Both players' side cords finishing up. And curious to see if we'll perhaps see a similar opening to what we saw last time. Since they did kind of open that way, both players definitely fond of that Blink-style play. But Ohana's a different map. As far as entryways into the opponent's base via Blink, it doesn't let you engage in that same way. So I don't know exactly what we're going to see here, but we should see it unfolding very, very quickly.
Yeah, I think nailed it, Wheat. Ohana. While you can definitely get away with Blink play on this map, you can get away with it on any map, frankly. But I do think Ohana is a little more friendly to robo styles of play, and we actually see EC.Welmu going one gate robo right away, perhaps because of that. Todd has gone up to 3 gateways. He is mining off of both of his gases, but only with 3 probes total. So this could be some tomfoolery, Mr. Wheat.
Yeah, he's staying on the same amount of gas. He does have a Zealot already moving out across the map with a Stalker and a probe right behind it. There's a Zealot and a Stalker at the front for EC.Welmu, but this could absolutely be some aggression coming out here. We do see more gateway units being pumped out here by EC.Welmu. His robotics facility is nearing completion with the second gateway on his way. And there is going to be a sentry coming out here. So if he saw, I think he saw, did he see the probe? I think that he's, I think he definitely saw that probe. I'm not sure, but he is moving forward. I think he's sniffed out the pylon. He's going to try to take that out. If he kills that probe, he canceled the pylon, so we will see Todd tuck tail and run. In fact, throwing down the Nexus as a result. I kind of like that opportunity for some aggression if he wanted to, but decided against it.
Little 3-gate pressure. I mean, it's not unheard of in this matchup or in any of the Protoss matchups. It's good all the time. I mean, you've got the 3 gates, and if your opponent makes a mistake or underbuilds units, and you can just sort of crush them. But the follow-up by Todd is one that I have to question right away. He's gone for the expansion and then robo. And what this does is it opens up a really, really brutal timing for EC.Welmu, where he can just make 1 or 2 Colossi. He can skip Thermal Lance, and he can push with this army of gateway units, 1 or 2 short-range Colossi, and however many Immortals he's been able to build. And he'll just use the Colossi to break force field and then just crush right through ToD's army, because it will be a smaller force due to this investment in this Nexus and presumably his investment in extra probe.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Obviously, it's a huge investment. The Nexus is done now. The Robo came out. Did he get an Observer out first, or did he go? It looks like he did go Immortal Observer, which honestly, once this Colossus pops out, it's not going to be that much of an issue. We're going to likely see, it has been started, but I'm guessing that he's going to just begin chrono boosting that out and moving across the map. We do see the Observer check out what ToD has, and it's just a handful of units. It's a couple of army guys, and there's a big old group coming over here for Welmu, including that Colossus, warping in more units. He threw down those 2 additional gateways, so he's absolutely going to be able to overpower here, as we do see the forward pylon is going to go down. And Bitter, this is going to be pretty nasty.
This is going to be an almost impossible defense for ToD. Welmu is going to go as fast as he possibly can with his just one Colossus. His first Colossus, he's got 4 gates powering this week. So he has got more. No, ToD's also thrown down his 4th gate, but Welmu's got as much production as ToD, and he's got more army. Albeit not much more. If ToD can get a really great engagement, if he can deal with the Colossus, he can still hold here, but it's going to be very, very difficult.
It will be, because especially considering that there are about 8 Zealots here in ToD's mix. He's going to have to be careful with that Colossus. And there are a couple of force fields available here for Welmu, so we'll have to see exactly how this will unfold. But forward pylon's there. One final warp in before he moves up the ramp. He's going to wait. And we are going to have another another Immortal pop out here, which may help ToD. But here we go, the giant battle. He does force field the center of that army. We do see the Zealots beginning to fall. The Colossus has taken 0 damage at this point, and now the Immortals are being targeted down. One Immortal about to fall, but the Immortal's still left standing. He's got to be careful. He may need a couple more Zealots warped in here, and he is going to back off a bit, but I do believe, is there another Colossus on the way? There is not. This is it. He's got to continue to protect that, but it's just Immortals left.
Oh, the Colossus is doing such a great job, and Welmu has Immortals of his own. ToD's got 4 Immortals. He's going to come forward with all of them, but the Zealots do such a good job of chopping them down, and Welmu is going to do it. He's going to overrun ToD, abusing this expansion, cleaning out every single unit in the natural, and a GG comes out. Welmu